Welcome to a little tomfoolery, Rob Little and Tommy Ryman. A podcast filled with laughs and gaffs, guffaws and haws, and maybe a picture of a dog. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. Fools!
Good morning, good day, and good evening. Welcome to a little tomfoolery. I am your host, Rob Little, and I am so freaking lucky. It's our 20th episode, and I got my best friend and super funny co-host, Tommy Ryman. Give it up for Tommy.
So excited to be here. Do I give it up for myself?
Yes.
It's just you and I.
Just
Oh man, like 20th episode. I can't believe. I'm so excited to be back. And again, with at the Fool Nation, with our other favorite co-host.
Did you just say Fool
Got
Nation?
him again for the 20th, Rob Little. Let's give it up for Rob.
Yeah.
Fool Nation.
I love that.
Yeah. Welcome to the Fool Nation. It's a
Fool Nation.
Yeah, because we're building an army of fools, Rob.
Well, I don't think we have to look far. So. This week, I'm on the road. I'm in Myrtle Beach. I literally just flew in. Yes. Oh, dude, Tommy. So this is okay. This is funny. So I was doing a private gig in Cancun for this new thing called land cruising.
Ooh, okay.
It's a whole new system they're trying for people that like to cruise, but don't necessarily like hopping islands. Like,
right.
Because, yeah, sometimes you get off and you're like, oh, I wish we would have stayed there longer. Well, now you can. It's called Starland Voyages, and then they're hashtagging land cruising. And I went and I was their very first comedian ever. So it looks like it might be a thing that runs. These people were loving it.
That's awesome.
It was at an all-inclusive resort, and they had like all kinds of things for them to do all day. And then we did shows at night. And there was I was the first comedian. Then Taylor Mason came on, the Ventriloquist. He came up like a couple days later, and then I left, and Brian Kelley from Denver came out, so he's there right now. But
oh, nice.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
So it was neat, man. I've never been to Cancun. That was my first time.
Yeah, I've flown into Cancun. I never stayed in Cancun because my parents were like, those are too fancy hotels. So we always stayed in the smaller towns outside of Cancun, and then we would walk up and go walk through the hotel lobbies to use their beaches.
Yeah.
But like never actually get to stay at those big grand hotels.
You know what though? You probably were missing much because they look extravagant, but then the rooms were kind of basic.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah, very.
So because I just thought there were mermaids in them or something. But I guess that's good to know now because now I'm not as sad staying in.
You probably thought there was mermaids because that's maybe the outfit your mom wore for your dad back then, maybe.
That's not appropriate, Rob.
No. Yeah. Okay. So I needed to rent I had to fly right to Myrtle Beach to do the Comedy Cabana, and I needed to rent a car for the week. And rentals are like $700 to $900 for 5 days.
No way.
So you know what I did?
What did you do?
I rented a uHaul.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Amazing.
And I actually just got a pickup, but they were gonna give me a bigger box van. And I goes, no, you can leave that for somebody that needs like more. I don't gotta move that much, but I do need it for 5 days.
Wow.
So here's my thought, Tommy. I'm going to go on Craigslist and put a posting. Hey, comedian will help you move. Free laughs. One free stop at an antique shop. And you have to sign a waiver that if anything gets damaged, it isn't my fault.
Right.
And $500 and I'll come do it. So that'd be funny.
Yeah, to move. You're going to do that in the next 5 days?
I'm just going to put the post up, and then I say they have to PayPal it to me right away, and then I just won't show up.
Your fee is $500? I would do like $100 to help,
Yeah, but that's how much I don't want to do it.
Oh, wow. So that makes sense. Then you should go for $1,000.
Right. Well, I thought 500 was annoying enough, but yeah, I'll do 1,000. Why not? So I got this U-Haul, so I'm gonna be driving this around all week. But it's just a pickup, so it's no big deal.
That's hilarious. Does it say like the U-Haul 1999? Like, does it have the advertisements on it and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, it's got everything. 1999 free lift. Yeah,
So
it's got
how much is your total for that going to be?
$150.
No way for 5. That's great. You beat the system. I can't believe you
Yeah.
thought to do that. That's great.
Well, and then the guy even said when I called, he goes, "Well, we got a 10-foot U-Haul for you if you'd rather have that." And I said, and he goes, "Well, we don't have that many pickups because a lot of people are renting them as vehicles." And I was like, "Oh." I goes,
weird.
"Well, not me." I go, "I definitely need one." So yeah, I was gonna go through Home Depot, but Home Depot charges by the hour.
Yeah.
So
that would have
yeah,
been pricey. Good job.
feel pretty proud of myself on this one.
I know. That's amazing. That's awesome.
So yeah, there's a way to. We need rental cars to go back so I can quit being like. There's probably somebody that needs a truck really bad this week.
Exactly. I'm surprised their rates haven't gone up. They haven't figured out that people are using them for.
Well, that's their own stupid fault for painting $19.99 on the side of the truck. That's why.
True. Yeah. They're like, well, we can't change it now.
Yeah.
But,
so how was your week? What'd you do, buddy?
My week has been fun. I've been just around. I've been doing some local shows. Nothing too wild. I'm getting ready to go out of town. I'm excited to head back to Omaha to work with Kevin Nealon. So yeah, I've just been chilling.
He does it one bit, and I don't know if he'll do it all week. He doesn't always do it, but it is so freaking funny where he brings somebody up on stage and he's got like chalk, like a black chalk, and he's like, "I can totally draw you." And he starts like kind of doing it with his hand, and then he'll grab their face and position their face, and then they got stuff all over their face. And they keep moving it. He's like, "Just let me see your eyebrows." And he'll like do all. And then they're just like all chalk by the end of it.
That sounds funny. I'm so excited to see him. I went to the Twins game. That was what we did yesterday, which was nice.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. That looked fun.
Yeah, we were. I like to sit in the outfield, but like it was a noon game, so we were literally in the direct sun. Like it was intense. So we'd like watch them at bat, then we leave and go get. I got a bunch of souvenir hats filled with nachos, and then two filled with Dippin' Dots ice cream. So now we have 3 plastic souvenir hats, which instantly went on the dogs because that's what you're supposed to do with those.
Please tell me you got a picture of that.
Oh yeah, we got a picture of that. I didn't bring it for here because that would have been too convenient. But I posted it on my Instagram, I think.
Everything else going well back there? Like,
yeah, I feel like I had a show, but I can't remember what my show. I feel like I had a show on Friday.
You did, because you posted pictures of other people crushing. You said,
yeah. Where was I?
Was it that?
I did.
The theater?
I was at the Hop and Barrel. Oh, I did the Plymouth Playhouse. Yeah, that show was great. That was fantastic. That's a new little venue. All the other comics did great. The Plymouth Playhouse was a lot of fun. And my sister came out and Megan watched, and then I closed the show, and it was fantastic. But the other comics on the show are really good. Phew! I'm up to something all the time. I'm a busy guy.
I thought your sister was living in Vegas?
Nope. She got married in Vegas.
Maybe that's what it was.
6 years ago.
I didn't think she came back.
Yeah, she just lives in Minnesota.
No. So that venue I did in Cancun, it sounds like it was really nice and it looked really nice, but it couldn't have been worse for comedy.
Oh no.
They put us in this pavilion now this group, because it was like a select VIP group and there was only maybe 150 of them in it. Now, the building that they had me perform in probably could hold 1,500 maybe.
Oh, nice. So they're spread out a little bit.
A little bit. And the ceilings were 3 stories high.
Whoa.
And no walls. So open air.
Oh no.
Nowhere for sound to bounce off of.
So just
And
like
no monitors either. So you literally
can't even hear yourself really, or
not
no.
once.
How were people at least sitting all together close up, or were they all over the place?
By the end of the week, I got the promoters to make them do it, but
Oh,
I couldn't get them to do it at the beginning.
wow. You're like, please bring people up. I never understand it. They're like, well, no, we don't want to burden anybody. Like, it'll make it more fun for them.
Yep. And so I told them all at the last, I said, please, if you don't move up, I'm coming off stage to make fun of you. But if you move up, I won't make fun of you guys. And they all moved up then.
Smart tactic. And then you still made fun of them.
A couple of them I did, yeah. The ones that were already sitting up front.
Right. That's smart. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've had venues do that before. And then sometimes I'm like, well, just set them all way in the back then. If you're going to do, just move everybody farther away. That's what I'd rather have if you're not going to move them up.
Yeah. I just booked, dude, my schedule. I am so happy with it right now. I don't think I have one weekend open until March.
Wow, that's great. Because you're doing a month cruise. Are you doing more cruises or more clubs?
More clubs. I did book a couple cruises in the new year, but they're like, what do you call them? Charter cruises. So they requested me.
Oh, that's great.
But
so you're back. Yeah. You're going to be able to live in your house still. That's nice.
I'm not going to lose the house.
Woo! Yeah, things are picking up. Plus the booster shots kicking in. Megan's father, he's immune compromised. He had a kidney transplant. So his doctor was like, oh, you're eligible for the booster shot now. So he's feeling a lot more comfortable because he wasn't very protected by the first one, or it doesn't last as long. So I'm glad things are opening up more, even though I know there's certain places that but it seems like comedy is back. Like maybe they'll have masks at some places or not, but I'm excited that things aren't going to get canceled like they were a year and a half ago.
Last night in Myrtle Beach, we had a sold out show on a Tuesday.
Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect.
It's crazy.
What's the club at Myrtle Beach called?
Comedy Cabana.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Have you never played here?
Nope.
I'll get you in there.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, they will love you. Especially the owner. It's a husband and wife, and he likes a little bit more like me, and she would like more like you, I think.
It's like super funny.
Not that we're like super different, but just how I'm more. You're always clean, and I go a little dirty sometimes.
Oh, gotcha. So her husband likes filthy stuff. So when I'm around him, I can be like, "Hey, butts," and then he'll be like, "This guy's saying butts."
He's like, "More of that, more butts." Yeah, they're so nice, and they like to gamble. So we're talking about setting a little trip up to Atlantic City.
Oh, that'd be fun. I've never been to Atlantic City.
Okay, I went one time when I lived in New York City, and I was dating a girl, and there's a ginormous elephant there that you can go up inside.
Wow.
I think it's 4 stories high, and it's got like a stairs in it and stuff, and it's like a little meeting room.
Elephant.
Yeah.
You can do events in there and stuff?
I think like small events.
Got it.
Like, yeah. But yeah, it was cool. That was cool. That was all we did. We went and saw that elephant, walked the boardwalk, and left.
Giant elephants. There should be more of them to walk into at different cities.
Just elephants everywhere else, like that.
Or just big animal statues. I know there's big dinosaur statues that you can walk into. That'd be a cool road trip to go and try to find all the weird hollowed out giant animals that you can go into.
That's funny you just said that, because there's a dinosaur world in Orlando.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard about this.
Probably because I talked about it. I think.
It's privately owned by the guy like Love Dinosaurs, right? Or is this different?
No,
I'm thinking it.
I don't know. It's open to the public though.
Yeah, but I heard there was like some kind of dinosaur place that a guy that loved dinosaurs started it on his own and like built his collection. But so it wasn't like a big company or anything. But maybe that's something different.
I think that was called Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and like they have real dinosaurs there. Jeff Goldblum will take you.
Guy
So,
just like
yeah.
dinosaurs. I started one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one when you're driving up on it, there's like these ginormous dinosaurs right by the freeway, so you see them as you're coming. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. So we're gonna do that one day.
Very cool.
I want to talk about my doc, but I just don't want to bring it up.
Don't you dare! No pergola or doc talk. Not on episode 20. Save that for 21.
I got 2 new lures.
More lures?
Yeah.
Are you?
One of them is my on my go-to list or my most wanted list, and it was on eBay, and I got it.
Oh,
I
nice.
love outbidding guys on eBay.
What's your strategy on eBay? Do you wait till the very last minute and then or do you already set? Yep. You just got to time it.
Yep. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, because sometimes another dude wanted it more. Like there was another one I wanted, and the guy I was like, if he goes more than this, he can have it, and he did. I was just like, holy crap.
Yep, he wanted it more. Now you don't have it, or did you get it somewhere else?
I didn't get it yet.
Someday.
I really want those ones from Australia and Malaysia. I was talking to one of the comics on the show this week, and he goes, why don't you just contact some comics in Malaysia? And I goes, what? And he goes, yeah, we're a tight-knit group. You could just ask a comic over there. I'm like, oh, I'm sure he probably knows English, just like I know Malaysian.
Aren't there American comics though? There's always expats. What do they call them? Where they're because I know there's a big comedy scene in like Hong Kong. That's American comics that are out there. So yeah, you should track them down.
Maybe
I know,
I
and
should.
you know, people in Australia speak English, right? Right, Rob? It's not a different language.
It's backwards, right?
No. You're all right, because the toilets go the opposite way. So right. I think they read backwards and stuff, and they drive on the wrong side of the road.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be the mission. By the way, I started my trade up, and nobody wants to trade me yet for my saw.
Really?
So what do you do for that when they won't trade? You got to change your trade up option.
You got to start with a smaller option or be more aggressive about it. Because I don't know if you posted about like I'm trading this saw. What are we trying to get you? A boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So see if anybody. Yeah, it'll work.
You're right. I didn't put it on Facebook or anything. I just was like on Craigslist.
Oh yeah, no, this needs to go public so people know, so they're excited about be like, hey man, I'm trying to get a boat. Will anybody trade a saw? Or you can trade you can, instead of $500 for your uHaul move, you could like ask for a jet ski or something and then trade that up for a boat for goods and services. Then I got to
take that all the way to home from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, just get it on the ocean. And then can you get from Myrtle Beach? Could you actually go around and get through rivers and creeks and get to your place?
Yeah, you go through Jacksonville, and there's one of the rivers goes all the way to my lakes.
Whoa. Yeah, you got to do it. Go get a jet ski now.
I kind of want
to. That would be epic. I feel like you'd get lost or hungry or sunburned.
Oh, I think all three for sure.
But you could catch fish, so you'd be good. I'm going camping.
When?
I just reserved with all 3 dogs. We're going camping at the end of August one day. Megan's in a craft fair, and then so we had a Sunday off, and so I reserved a campsite like an hour and a half away, the Wild River State Park. So I'm excited.
That just reminded me of something. Now, when I was little, I don't know if you ever did anything like this, but this wasn't part of a group, like it wasn't part of Cub Scouts or anything. I just got this thing in the mail, and I would sell Christmas cards to people. And then I would do that during the summer, and then they would come in the fall, and I'd have to go deliver them all.
Oh, yeah. Like Boy Scouts and stuff. We did that for band stuff. Boy Scouts. Or like we did it for like band. You'd sell wreaths or chocolate bars and stuff.
Okay. So did you go around and do that?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't actually hustle and go door to door. I feel like I asked my mom and dad to like talk to their work friends and get some orders in.
Dude, I hustled. I had to, like, we lived way out in the country, so I would have to ride my bike miles on dirt roads. And I remember stopping off, and there was always they always feel bad for the chubby kid on a bike trying to sell something.
Their driveway's up a giant hill. You're like, oh, they're like, oh boy, we got to buy from him.
Yeah, I remember like they were so nice, and a lot of the ladies would give me a food while they looked through their pamphlets of what cards they were going to buy. So
they're like, just give him some snacks.
Yes, well, chubby Robbie, give him some snacks. I would ride at least 5 to 10 miles, which is a long way out in the country.
Yeah,
that's a country mile. Yeah. So, yeah, you didn't. What did you sold? Candy, you said.
Yeah, I feel like we sold wreaths, candy. I can't remember. It was all to raise money for band, but I was never like a top seller or anything. But
I can see you riding your bike, playing your clarinet, and then like have a wreath on the end, and you're spinning.
Like, come on, get Tommy's wreath. Send me to Florida to march in Disney World. Please.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I got. Like, I didn't get any like candy or anything from it. I just got the accomplishment of selling Christmas cards. I really don't remember getting anything.
Yeah, I think it was just to raise money. I'm sure they had some awards for kids. Usually they'll have like, you get some kind of prize, but maybe you didn't hustle as much as you thought. Maybe you were slower on that bike.
You know one thing though, and I admit I cheated on this in school. So did you guys ever have a day at school when I don't remember what it was called. It was a thing where we had to like read books and write down all the books we read. And then at the end, whoever read the most books won a prize.
Oh, I'm sure we had something like that, but you would never.
Okay.
So you actually just filled out books that you hadn't read, Rob?
100% cheated, yes. I wrote down every book I owned in my, whether I read them or not.
You didn't have to write down like a synopsis or anything?
No, you just had to write down the title and the name of the book or the title and the author.
And did your parents have to sign off on this?
I don't think they did, because I remember it was like 5th grade. And when I won, I wasn't even there at school that day, which was super rare. And I won like a bike or something.
What? Oh, Rob, you need to find these lists, and you have to go back and you got to read these books. It's the only way to redeem yourself. So see if you can track it down, and I bet you can get them done, but it's going to be hard.
Well, when I missed the day, everybody's like, yeah, he's probably at home reading more books.
Nerd. But what?
Yeah, I felt really bad about that. I didn't think I was going to win. I just didn't want to be last.
Oh, but you cheated too good.
I cheated too good. Yes. I was a good cheater.
Well, enjoy that bike.
They were mostly like Cat in the Hat books, Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, real hard ones that you should. Hey man, yeah, can't believe you wouldn't have been able to get through those on your own. But how old were you? Yeah. So this would have been little then, like 6 or 7.
I'm pretty sure it was 5th grade.
Oh, okay, you probably had chapter books by then, though. I'm sure there was harder ones. We got to find the list. You still got to read them. That's how the listers are going to demand it.
The way she keeps things, she might have that list.
I'm sure. I'd like to find it. But
oh man,
this actually leads great into our Stump Rob segment. We're talking about school. Are you ready? Are you ready for another segment of Stump Rob? Oh man,
yeah.
We have not stumped you, but this week's stump. These are questions. There was a TV show. I still don't know if it's on, but it's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. So these are questions for 5th graders, and you're going to see if you get them right.
I'm going to go out right on a limb and say you are definitely going to stump me this week, because when I would watch this show, there was no way I got most of those answers. It was difficult.
We're going to do different categories. So we're going to do a history, social studies question. Then there's going to be like English, math, science. But there's a bunch in each. So, but I'm going to try to stump you. So I'm not going to go easy, but I will give you the 5th grade because it does have 1st through 5th grade, but I'm going to give you the 5th grade questions. Are you ready for your question number 1, Robert?
Yep.
He froze up. He's terrified, or he's trying to cheat. You're probably trying to cheat. Probably Googling.
No.
Yep. Let's see your hands. Let's see your hands. Oh, I knew it. He's got his phone out. No wonder I haven't stumped Rob. He finally admitted to cheating, so now I know none of these have been valid. All right. Okay, here is your first question. It's a history question. What was the name of the last queen of France?
Stump 1.
You don't have any idea? Do you know any queens of France?
Of France?
The last queen. There was a little
Mary
revolution.
Antoinette.
Yep. Ding, ding. You got it.
Oh,
you did it. You pulled it out of nowhere. Can't believe you got it. Or you Googled it real fast. And I still don't trust
my hands
you.
were up the whole time.
I know. Good job. Yep, that was her. Didn't they? Because they all pulled him out of the palace, I think. The French Revolution.
Oh, because I was thinking, I'm like, is there still a queen of France right now?
No, I don't. I don't think they still have the monarch.
No.
Okay. But yeah, wasn't she the one that said let them eat cake?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
And then they cut off her head or something.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good job. 1 out of 1. All right. We've got a English question. Who is the author of the 1960 novel about social and racial inequality, the title, To Kill a Mockingbird?
I don't know that one. And we had that in school too.
And the author's name was Harper Lee.
Never would have got that.
She was friends with Truman Capote. And I think there's some controversy about either that Capote helped her write Kill a Mockingbird, but it was not true at all. But
that was a weird dude.
Truman Capote. I just thought Philip Seymour Hoffman did so good. All right, so you're in the movie.
1 for 2.
1 for 2. Now we're on to science. Let's see if you're smarter than a 5th grader for science. Was science a good topic for you when you were in school, Rob?
I liked it.
Okay, what are the 3 states of matter?
Solid, gas, liquid.
Oh, nice. All right, you got it. All right.
2 for 3.
Now we're on to geography.
Oh, I like that.
Question 4.
Cumulus cloud.
No, geography.
Oh.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. I was just trying to.
You're just shouting out answers. That's good.
Yes.
Okay, which country is closer to Asia, Canada or the United States?
Closer to Asia. I'm gonna go with the United States because Alaska would probably be closer.
Yep, that was an easy one. You are correct. All right.
I had to remember which side Asia was on.
So you won. You got 3, right?
Okay. Now it's time for Tommy's Takes.
I'm excited for this challenge. Tommy's Takes.
This is where our resident guest host, Tommy Ryman, does his best to do an impression of whatever celebrity I name for him. And so far, he has crushed it. I have a few favorites I want to hear this week, and here we go. First one, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks. That's so hard because he's just such a general guy. But here, I'll go from
pick a character though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do from Tom Hanks, early 80s Tom Hanks. Let's see if you can guess which movie I'm doing it from.
Okay.
Here we go. Hooch, what are you doing? You got slobber everywhere. Hooch. Was that good?
Is that Saving Private Ryan?
It was. When this guy Hooch is slobbering all over the his army weapons. It was from Turner and Hooch. Did I do good?
Oh, you crushed that one.
Hooch.
I can't. That was not what I thought you were gonna do.
What did you think I was gonna just go the Hooch? Going to that one?
I thought you were gonna do Forrest Gump.
Oh, Life is like a box of chocolates. Dang, that would have been
much easier.
Yeah, the one that I was just trying to do General Tom Hanks, which is not general.
Okay.
Tom Hanks in general.
Um, Bill from Caddyshack.
Bill Murray
Yes.
in Caddyshack.
Or you
Oh,
can pick
boy.
a different one if you don't want to do Caddyshack.
Yeah, I don't. I could do him from What About Bob? Like, I feel good, I feel great, I feel wonderful, I feel good, I feel great, I feel wonderful. Oh, Bill Murray. Oh, Bill Murray. Hey, Bill Murray here.
Okay, you just gave me a new one I wanted you to do now because I feel like you could do it.
God, I'm good at these. Am I winning?
For me, you were making entertaining.
I feel like I should quit stand-up and just go straight to impressions. These are so good.
We're gonna do a little run of presidents. Bill Clinton.
Okay. Bill Clinton here. I did not have sexual relations, right? Isn't that what he says?
Yeah.
My name
yeah.
is Bill, like Bill Shakespeare, who Rob Little has never read in his entire life.
Okay. Let's do oh my God, George Bush Jr.
George Bush Jr.
Yeah.
Strategery.
Okay, do the senior now.
Well, senior was Danny Carvey, and that wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. I kind of lost
Barack
it there.
Obama.
Hope, we gotta get hope and change. I'm gonna be on David Letterman show. Nah, that's terrible.
I actually thought that was really good.
All right, I nailed it.
Yeah,
I think I did good. Tommy's takes. Those are good impressions. Call me for any of your impressions. If you want to hire me for Cameo, I'll do impressions on there for your family. I did up my price, so because I'm worth it with these great impressions.
I concur. What I think next is dog of the week. Dog of the week.
Dog of the week. This is a famous dog. I'm gonna post it on the Instagram. But this is the world's tiniest dog. I looked up what's the smallest dog. How tall do you think the smallest dog is, Rob?
4 inches.
Oh, you were so close. 3.8 inches. And this is her, Millie. She's standing on an iPhone. I'm not sure which iPhone that is. It looks like an iPhone 4 or something, but she is a tiny chihuahua named Millie, and she is 3.8 inches tall, and she weighs approximately, what does she weigh?
1.5 pounds.
She weighs 1 pound approximately.
Oh, so I was close on both of those.
Yep, but that's Millie. She's dog of the week.
Oh,
and she's
cute.
tiny. Yeah.
Nice. Well, then that leads us to a little history with your comedian Rob Little. Yeah.
Wow.
This week, Tommy. Yeah. Did you like that?
That was good. Yeah.
So this week it was all like war battle stuff and like a lot of Vietnam stuff, but there was something kind of cool happening during Vietnam too. And I don't know if you'd like to take a quick guess.
During that time period?
Yep. During the exact time of Vietnam, there was something very cool going on.
Wow. So this would be in the 60s.
Yep.
But not like Woodstock or something? Like
yes. Woodstock.
Yeah. There we go. See?
100% Woodstock, man. And there's a lot of cool facts about Woodstock that you probably didn't know. Did you know the opening ceremony was done by a Swami?
No. Oh, no, I did know that. I saw that on like a documentary. So it was one of the native.
Nope, it was an actual like a monk almost.
Oh,
like
cool.
Swami Sachidana Nadada.
Oh, wow.
And he gave kind of like a little prayer at the beginning, but there was all kinds of problems at the beginning. They didn't expect that many people, which I think we all kind of know. But there was 400,000 people. 100,000 of them paid for tickets, and 300,000 got in for free.
Wow, I forgot that's how many over like that snuck in or had fake tickets and stuff.
Yep.
That's wild.
And it was this farmer's land, and he was paid $50,000 for it. And his cows roamed free the whole time. And it was so grossly unprepared for this that they didn't have enough food and water. So the governor declared it a state of emergency, and the military helicoptered in food and water.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
Real wild. But while they were doing that, some of the concert goers would actually drink milk straight from the cows.
Oh no. I don't know if that would hydrate you, but
of it.
they're just putting it on their cereal. Like, who brought cereal? These guys are nuts.
Right?
Wow. Yeah, that was quite a festival. Then they had the Woodstock 99. That one didn't end well. That they burned it down. I feel like Woodstock is it sounds just like a really unorganized festival. Is the gist of what I'm getting.
I was kind of getting to that too. There was did you know why it's called Woodstock?
Well, that was the town, right?
Nope.
Oh.
That was the town they wanted to put it in, but that's not why it was called Woodstock.
Why was it called Woodstock?
The organization putting it on was called Woodstock Ventures. And it was like a bunch of 20 somethings that put it all together.
Interesting.
That was kind of interesting. And then I just got a couple more I'll do for you because I know. Who do you think was the highest paid performer at Woodstock? You want me to give you some? I'll give you some people, and then you can pick who the highest paid
sure.
was.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix.
Got it.
The Who.
Okay.
Joe Cocker.
Okay, I'm gonna go with The Who.
That would be wrong.
Oh no, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Nice.
Jimi Hendrix made $18,000 for it, which today would be about $125,000.
Wow.
And he demanded that he was the last person to play at Woodstock, which was at 9 a.m. in the morning. And there was only 20,000 people left.
Of the 400,000? Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was like the most iconic moment of Woodstock.
Yeah. Because they always show that clip of him playing like the Star Spangled Banner and stuff like that, don't they? And then do you have any more history?
Yeah, I mean, I could, yeah, I mean, there was some other cool things, but it was mostly that there was so much drugs in the whole festival that there was even acid in the ice. They were all talking about.
And then they actually, wow.
I know. And they actually made during between performers, a guy came out and would give public service announcements. And one of the announcements was, hey, there's some brown acid going around, and we strongly suggest you don't take that. It's not really great. He goes, but if you want your own high, go for it. Can you imagine him saying that today?
Also, the cows are empty right now. Milk will be refilled in a couple hours, but give Bessie a break. She is nursing one of her calves.
Right. And then I'll just run through we have a bunch of our buddies' birthdays this week, too. Bunch of comedians. Rondell Sheridan, Steve Carell.
Cool.
John Lovitz.
Oh, nice.
Dennis Leary.
All right.
Jim Florentine, Bo Burnham, Brooks Wheelan, and then Mark Evan Jackson, which I don't know if you know who he is, but he was in Second City with me, and he's been in a ton of commercials and TV shows.
Very cool.
So,
well, happy birthday to all those wonderful comedians.
And that's been This Week in History. Yeah.
Excellent. That was good.
Thanks, buddy.
Where do you got coming up next? You're in Myrtle Beach this weekend.
So I'm finishing out the week in Myrtle Beach, and then next weekend I'm in Key West at Comedy Key West is what it's called. And I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That'll be a fun week too.
Very cool. That sounds like a blast.
What do you got going on?
This weekend, I'm heading to Omaha, Nebraska, to open for Kevin Nealon, and then on Sunday I'll be at the House of Comedy hosting. I'm doing it. Somebody had a fallout, so I'm just hosting the show Sunday at the Mall of America, and then in September I'm heading to Grand Forks, North Dakota, on the 10th at the new room, Prohibition Comedy Room. So that should be really fun.
It's a new comedy club?
Event center. It's just like it's literally one night, 2 shows. I think eventually they'll do weekend, but yeah, Prohibition Comedy Club.
There should be moonshine and stuff. Like,
yep. It's just, you got to create your own drink, I guess. Bring your own. Oh.
Awesome.
Well, fools, this has been another episode of Little Tomfoolery, episode 20. I just want to thank you so much for listening. And we've got some great stuff coming up. So subscribe wherever you're getting your podcasts. If you're watching our YouTube, we're getting a lot more YouTube subscribers. It's exciting, but we really want to reach that 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so we can put some ads, some AdSense, get some revenue coming in for a Little Tomfoolery. Also, there's our Patreon. If you want to get prizes and stuff, you can subscribe to that. So many options, so many ways to listen, but thank you as always for listening. This has been another episode of Little Tomfoolery. I'm Tommy Ryman, and your co-host here is
Rob Little.
Rob Little. Thank you so much for listening. Bye, fools.